Need that podcast. Yes, sir.
We live.
I had to let go and let God. All them charges pending in Virginia. I just left Detroit with some drink. But I got to drive through Virginia. Made a wrong turn and found some cash. Out there on the mountains of Virginia. My little bitch was a virgin to the trap. But I just booked a cherry in Virginia.
First of all, I want to say what's up, real world? It's your host, Dayla, and we're back with another episode of Need That Podcast. You see it behind me. You done heard me talk about it before. If you follow me on anything, you done see me post it up. My first comers, I do want to welcome you, and I do want to introduce you a little bit to the community. I am the creator of the podcast, your girl, Dayla Davis. I am a newly grad, proud, young black woman. Thank you. That is a big up. But yeah, young black woman, proud young black woman, that believes in us constantly renewing ourselves, constantly being a better version of ourselves. Because I always believe that, yes, we're supposed to change. People are like, you switched up, you changed up. Yeah, that's a constant thing we talk about in our generation. But the thing is, we're supposed to change. That's something you're supposed to do constantly. Your mental, your physical, your spiritual. I am also a firm believer in God. If you have God, you have nothing in my eyes. You got to have something that you believe in, that you stand on. And that's the one thing that I do stand on. And I am a lover of my family. This podcast, it's a needed space. It's a needed safe space. Where we have needed conversation, lead to needed tears. Sometimes it's going to lead to needed laughter. It's just, like I said, a needed safe space and a needed dialogue between each of us. When I say each of us, that means you. So you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, whichever one you decide to do. DM me, you hit me, even if you commenting on here and like, I like what you said today, or I like what the guest said today, and I like that conversation y'all had. This is how I feel. And then I come back and we have that conversation and we talk more about it, right? Now, today, right? This is a day that I've been excited about for a long time, right? A long time. It's a special day. It's a special day for many, many, many reasons, right? First reason, this is the first guest and the first conversation that you're going to witness, right? The first video was just me telling you what's going on, introducing you, and just getting acquaintance to this whole outlet, this whole setup, right? But this is the first guest, first conversation. This is the day that represents getting up and doing it. And when I mean by getting up and doing this, you might got something that God gave you, or an idea that you had, or something that you know that you can do and you're supposed to be doing, but for whatever reason you've been like, I don't know about it today. I don't think I'm gonna do it today. This is an example of just doing that job. The third reason that it's a special day, this is a conversation with not only Trade Foe's very own neighborhood hero, but a personal hero of mine, right? And why I say hero, I say hero because he's one of the closest people that showed me what entrepreneurship is in a whole different way. When you think of entrepreneurship, you think of somebody who went to college about 5 times and got this degree, that degree, then they made the business. No, I watched this man make his businesses from scratch and brought it up to something that it makes me proud. He showed me how to give love to people, even if you're going through a situation. You'll never know what he's going through at the time unless he tells you himself. But if he don't tell you, all you see is a smile on his face. You see him giving. You see him giving back. We got, what was the 12th? The 12th year we just passed in December of a giveaway. Giving food, giving toys, giving love, giving joy on Christmas every year. And look for the 13th this year. Because it's constant, right? And then the last reason why this is so special to me, that this episode is so special to me, because this man right here that's sitting to my right is not only a great man in this world, but the most best, wonderful big brother that I could ever ask for. And you like, y'all real sister, brother? Yes. Real blood. Same daddy. All of that great stuff. Yeah. My big bro, please help me welcome, put your hands together and all of that. For my big bro, Delano Fatdaddy Davis. Hey.
Drop crazy,
all that.
What up, world?
How you been, bro?
Good, sis. Hey, I'm glad to be here with you. Glad to be here with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I thank you.
Need that
podcast. Need that podcast, man. So we're gonna just jump right into it, right? And like I was already saying, it's needed conversation. I don't want it to be interview type thing. I don't want it to be question and answer. No, these are conversations that, again, that I feel like our generation need. If you follow me, if you don't follow me, do follow me on every platform: Facebook, Instagram, and then Twitter. Follow me, and again, we can have conversation even on there. But I've been putting up this hashtag for a while now, for a good few weeks, where it's hashtag Voices of the Generations. Keyword is generations with an S, because I don't believe, at first I was like, I want to speak to my generation. At first it was, I want to talk to this generation and the generation after me. But then it became it's more generations in this world that needs, you feel me, that needs our help, that not even need our help, but we just need each other. You got up there in the, the generation before us that got the game, he got some good gems. And then you got Nip that's right behind you, and he needs that gem. And you might be the bridge between those two, because they don't really quite understand each other. And this man right here is exactly that. One of the voices that, we're going to start with the music, because that was the first thing that I saw you like jump into. I was younger though, so I didn't know. Of course, I didn't know, like, you feel me, what got you there and how it got started. Mm-hmm. So what got you into wanting to do it?
Well, initially, I was just trying to stay out of jail. I was at the point where it was like, I gotta be here for my family. Music was the only thing I could get a hold of and make the transition.
Right.
And I didn't even know at the time, but I just needed something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's crazy you say you didn't even know at the time, because I was gonna ask you, because your mindset is, honestly, I don't know, I'm sure I've told you this in our own, you feel me, conversations that we've had, but your mindset is one of the things that I admire most, simply because, just like I said with today, we just did it, right? Yeah. We what y'all don't know, like, this is something that's been plotted on for a good year and some change now. I hit him up like last May. It was like either right around the time I was about to graduate or right after I graduated. And I'm just like, bro, I got this idea. I want you to be my first guest. Instantly, he like, I got you, sis. You just let me know what we need to do. You feel me? And it was all right, let's get to it, right? But like I said, your mindset was something that I always admired, simply because all you know is he's doing this or he done did it. It's not, I'm getting ready to do. It's, you already done plotted it, you already planned on it and all of that. So what you saying, you didn't even know. You feel me? So you didn't even know you had that mindset at the time? Or did you?
Nah, I didn't. I was just trying to figure out how to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I needed a way. You know what I'm saying? And, just me writing music, being different, was my way of being like, you know what, fuck that other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't got no platinum records, but it was like what it did around here, what it did around me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And after that became the business mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it was like, okay, what am I going to do with this music?
Right.
I can't just let it, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when the business came behind it. And then, what you see today, the clothes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because around here, like, and when we say around here, we're not just talking about east side of Winston. We talking about Winston, period.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I brought up, we got the same dad, because we didn't grow up in the same household. Even growing up, even if they didn't know that was my brother, I'm still hearing about him. And I was living on the north side. And my man's been on the east side all his life. So it was like, I'm still hearing about him, and people don't even know that's my brother till he's showing up at a game at high school, in my high school years. So like, what Fatdaddy do here? Are they talking to him like that? What you doing here? Oh, my sister play. Next thing you know, I got niggas looking after me that I don't even know. Like, you fat sister? Like, yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Like, I ain't about to ask no questions. You feel me? So, like I said, the love that came, like we were speaking on, the love that came with the music, like I could understand why you like, you feel me? I got to do something more with this because you probably didn't even think that you was going to even get that for real.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you started?
I'm gonna say I was about 18 when I started like taking it serious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was about 18.
Okay.
I was then on my way to prison, and I was like, this it right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta do it.
When I come home,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have something else going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had been doing it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, from the time I was like 16. Of course, people don't believe, everybody not gonna believe in your dream.
No, not at all.
And there was times I was like, damn. But I just had to keep on going. I knew I had to keep going, keep pushing for this path because it could have went where it left. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, knowing I got a little sister out there played a major part in it. You know what I'm saying? Staying alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
thank you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's important that you said that. Something that y'all needed to know. You gonna lose friends. When you finally get into the things that you're supposed to be in, you gonna lose those friends. You gonna lose those people that been with you when you was in the stuff that you ain't had no business being in. The stuff that you probably didn't even care to be in, but that was the only thing that was really brought to you. That was the only thing that you saw for real. So it was like, why not? That friend doing it, or that friend said we about to get some quick money off of it, or whatever the case is, why not? But when you start actually doing positive things in the world and start doing positive things like in your neighborhood or just on the street, I'm telling you, gonna lose friends. And then after a while, you be like, it's cool, because then you finally realize that they was really never your friend for real. You feel me? They was really never there for you. They was just there for the hype. And then a lot of us, what we don't be understanding is how God built this. But the thing is, God really took his time on all of us. Every time he designed one of us, it was something interesting that nobody else could do or handle that he gave to you. And it was like, So that was good that you brought that up. So when you start tapping into that mindset, like, do you remember how that felt? Like what that did, or like, you feel me, what was going on around that time?
I mean, with anything else, it was always a battle. You know what I'm saying? Good versus evil. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a leader, you know, you got a choice. You know what I'm saying? You could be a good leader or you could be a bad leader. You know what I'm saying? So it was always, you know, that thought like, you know what I'm saying? Is this shit really worth it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is this shit worth it? Or do I want this shit now?
Yeah.
And I'd rather just walk in the steps God ordered for me. You know what I'm saying? Like my granddad told me before he passed, it was like, he don't care if he was 75 when he got the shit that he was working for.
Yeah.
He got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it take me till I'm 75 to get where I'm trying to go, you know what I'm saying? I get there when I'm 75.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least I got it.
Right.
At least I got there.
You was supposed to.
Exactly. So, you know.
Because trying to rush, that don't ever do right. Trying to rush and not having your heart in it. Those two things right there, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Quick story to that. I made some chicken recently. Okay. It wasn't too recently. Maybe like last month, 2 months ago. And I was going through it at the moment. You know, in my head, I'm going through it emotionally. Like, it's a bad day. Like, bad day. I'm on the phone with one of my friends. I'm pouring my heart out. I'm just talking to her. And I'm just angry. And I'm all the emotions that we feel, right? Bad emotions. None of them good. And I'm cooking the chicken, cooking rice, trying to, you feel me, hurry up, get back to work because I was on break. I ate that chicken while I was on the way to work. That junk tasted like it had hand sanitizer on it. No cap. That was the worst chicken I've ever had a day in my life. Worst chicken I've ever had a day in my life. And that day, I was like, I truly believe the saying, you gotta cook with love. And like but it goes in with how we are in life though. You gotta do it with your heart. You gotta lead. And I was rushing. Like, don't rush. Take your time.
In the restaurant business, that'll be fucking up the food costs.
Yeah. Yeah. So from Now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because I'm just going off of how I saw it from my perspective.
Okay.
Right, being Lil Sis.
Yeah.
So we went from rapping. Now, when I say went from, that don't mean it ever stopped. Don't get that twisted. But we went from rapping, right? And then next thing you know, you focused on a whole brand by itself, period. But then you feel me, you got the merchandise with it, you got the merch, and you got the events, and you got everything that is pushing. What was the transition to that? How did that come about?
Well, like I told you, the music got me to the business mind, you know what I'm saying? And then the business mind got me to like the type of mind where it's like, okay, I can kind of finance a certain amount of people. Like I can create jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it came from, the Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To the party bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just creating jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I remember all of that.
And it's like, you know, everything is building relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Which
I went from
important.
that to, you know, just trying to expand the brand.
Yeah.
So when I actually came up with the Trap Proper brand, it was like something not only that I want to be a movement, but something that I live by.
Yeah.
It was a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For it to roll off my tongue like that.
Yeah. And how did that come up? Like
I actually wrote a song on the Mind Conf album. The first song was I Found My Way.
Right.
And I on the end of the first verse I say on my face I trap properly.
Yeah. So you hold on. So you telling me Trap Proper wasn't born before that?
No. I Found My Way was born, and then out of that I was listening to it.
Yeah.
I was like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because you do say, yeah.
Because sometimes I be fucking myself up about some of the things I say.
Yeah.
What I be writing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the ones I was like, I got down.
Gotta take that.
Tap that in.
Gotta take that. Gotta run with that.
Trap properly. On my face, I trap properly. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, trap properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always pray for ideas and, you know, wisdom and, you know, way to generate wealth for the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was one of those things that,
instant.
You know what I'm saying? They came and people gravitated to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it was that, like, when I say that is a brilliant, that thing is brilliant. Like the whole brand, period. Like, you see what we got on. We got it on right now. We got it on right now. Gotta show it.
That's it.
Because I remember when you had the party bus, and
still got the party bus.
and still got the party bus, and you I think I pulled up over here first, or I met you somewhere, and we was at the mall, and I was on there chilling. You had went in the mall real quick. I'm about to check on something real quick.
Yeah.
Went into the mall, and I was just on there chilling, and you know you feel me, promoting it, got it on Snap, all of that. Somebody swipe up, like, what does that mean? In my head, I'm like, low key, like, it's self-explanatory. But you know what? I'm gonna explain it to you anyway. You feel me? Because, like, again, it is kind of self-explanatory, but the whole fact of, like you said, you turned a negative into a positive, especially at that time. Because at that time, we all talking about trapping at that time. If we want to be honest about it, everybody trying to find quickly, and then, like you said, you live it. So it was like, again, me being a witness to it, seeing you go from doing this, that, and the other, and now you got the music you trapping off of. You got the merch at the time you trapping off of. And like you said, you got other things. You got the party bus. You got Fat Tuesdays going. And it was just like, yeah, okay, bet. Like, that's what made it so brilliant, was the proof of it. You feel me? The reality of it. Because some people, they pushing stuff and it's like, oh yeah, I'm saying this and that, but they're not doing this and that, so it don't hit as hard. But the fact that you was, and then the fact, like we done already stated, so many people know this, man. Everybody already know what he doing, right? So everybody that's either supporting it, hating on it, or, you feel me, getting ready to support it, they see what he's doing. Whether he's coming up to them and saying, hey, yo, this my merch, this my brand, this my this my that, or they just seeing him around, and they seeing him give back, and they seeing him feed the homeless, and they seeing them, like, you feel me, seeing him do what he do, and he's not even doing it for the clout. He's doing it literally because that's just who he is. So that's big, because I didn't even know that junk came from I Found My Way.
Yeah.
I thought you put that in there because the brand was already up.
Nah. I had that, Bricky on that album.
Right.
So that whole tape was being marketed a whole totally different way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was, it's all about the momentum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like really dug into that project, like really, really much, to where I just started creating shit off my own project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did the Bricky all white party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit started being something every year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shit, but it was a project, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like you gotta do with everything, every business. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at it like, oh, it didn't do anything. Or, man, I dropped it and I couldn't do. But did you look at all the avenues, how you could use your art?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe nobody wanted in the front, but what about the background?
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, that's how I always work my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that project actually got taken off Apple Music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got took off the streaming services.
Hey, that's crazy though, because I remember when you told me that, like, they took it off Apple Music. I'm like, what?
The momentum, you know what I'm saying? And the feedback I was getting off of it was
crazy.
It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
To the point you knew you was doing the right thing.
Yeah. And I already had Kid Self Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Drop Boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like this was the next boom.
Yeah.
You know
the
what I'm
next
saying?
level.
Like let me level this shit up.
Yeah.
Let me, walk by this shit. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Not only create just a label, but a movement. You know what I'm saying? Something that people can, look up to in a positive way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a blueprint.
Right.
To stay alive.
Yeah.
A blueprint to, at least make it some more days, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at least. At least get you a few more days.
At least.
Trap proper, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that's some more important stuff, man. Like you said, a movement. It's not just a move. It's not just a label. It's not just a CD. It's not just a record. It's not just an album. Like, it's a movement.
Definitely.
Like, and the fact that it makes me, sometimes I feel like I can't be any more prouder than I already am. But that just hits different, because I'm the same way with my mindset, to where I like to think deeper into things. I don't want to just stay at the surface. Yeah. The surface is cool because the surface let us know what's there, but what got us to the surface in the first place? Yeah. With a flower, the flower didn't just pop up. Yeah. It was a seed in there. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then you had a whole process for the seed in order for that seed to grow into something else. So, like, the movement, that's what a movement is for real. And then, like you said, the blueprint. And it's important that you know that you are a figure in the city. Yeah. You feel me? You're not just a person. Like, when I said a neighborhood hero, I meant that, because the amount of people that will show up simply because of either he's done something for them, he's done something around them that they admire. Like, you don't have to really ask more than once from the real supporters. Yeah. You feel me? And then for the people that they might not can show up, or they might not can make it at the time, but they want to still send something, or they still want to support you, or they just want to still let you know, I'm proud of you, or I love that you did that. I love what you're doing. So, like, that's crazy. Like, that jump real wild.
A lot of love.
Yeah. A lot of love.
A lot of love.
Whole lot of love. There's some hate out there too, but we don't pay attention. It's a whole lot of love. Man. So the record came first. Mm-hmm. And then from that, you just listening back to certain songs and like, you know what? We can make that a whole little song. That's why.
I was working on the marketing, and I said, because I had been up and down the East Coast so much, I was like, trap anywhere.
Yeah.
I got stickers and everything. I got shirts that say trap anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I was finna
go at it
with trap anywhere because I was everywhere with this shit. New York, Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck it, yeah. And it made sense.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck. I got to looking at my shit, studying my shit. And when I heard myself say trap properly, I was like, that's it. Trap proper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back and redid the whole shit.
Did you know something was off?
Nah, I didn't think it was off. It was, you know, I got out of my mind, stop trying to do stuff big and just do stuff right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another
you
needed.
So
another needed.
When you do stuff, when you focus on it just being right, it be big.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When you focus on it being big, you miss a lot of stuff that need to be corrected, and it's a lot of preparation.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
You're rushing.
I told you the idea was the whole 2018.
Yeah.
Nobody knew nothing about it. And then 2019, I had t-shirts, hoodies. I had 2 different kind of trap proppers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? But the preparation was
that whole year.
Motherfucker, shit, I had at least 200 Trap Anywhere t-shirts.
Yeah.
That I sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas selling them. Because I'm like, goddamn, just seeing how to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was like, boom, okay, let me goddamn revamp this shit. 6 months. By New Year's, it's going to be this. Then it took another 6 months for it to catch anybody's eye.
Yeah.
As far as like family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to create something that the family would be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, we can do this, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So
what helped you to stay so focused in those 6 months? Because like I said, I came to you about this in May.
Mm-hmm.
Around the time I'm graduating or whatever, and that was like crazy. Like when I came to you, I had already had the idea for a good few months before that. So I was focused on it to where I'm like, plotting it. Okay, what is it going to be about? What is this? And what type of question? What's the type of conversations? And then by the time I came to you, I had like an actual idea to where it wasn't sounding like, oh yeah, I want to do this. And then you ask me what it is. And I'm like, I don't know. You feel me? But I did slack in some of the preparation because maybe I didn't see that one thing I needed to see to let me know that it was really going to happen. But I would let it get to me to where then I stopped and I started focusing on life. I started letting life get to me. So what got you to like stay focused, even though, because life won't always hit everybody.
Yeah.
So even with life hitting you and different situations coming up, what had you still preparing and still invest in yourself?
My grandma said it best one time. She was like, when you tired of that bitch, you'll leave her alone. And I took that about the way my outcome has been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was tired of the same outcome.
Yeah.
And sometimes, we get comfortable.
Yeah.
With the outcome not being what we are expecting or what we, said it to be. We get comfortable with like, oh shit. Well, at least such and such pulled up.
Right.
Or at least I did it. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
And I knew and I know that when you stay headstrong about anything, you know what I'm saying, that every day you're gonna work at it, whether if it's a 15-minute flyer you just throw together for your shit.
Yeah.
Every day you're gonna work at it, even when you hate your shit.
Yeah.
When I say hate your shit, I mean, damn, ain't nobody even fucking with it. Fuck, I gotta.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't think nobody liked it. Well, I only got a bunch of pink shit.
Yeah.
I only got a bunch of pink shirts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when you hate your shit, you put something towards that shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. This pink, we gonna go breast cancer month with these.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Because at the end of the day, nobody gonna treat need that podcast the way you gonna treat need that podcast, and nobody gonna see that shit the way you see it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody saw Trap Popper. Nobody even know it was trap anywhere. Nobody know it came from Kill Yourself Entertainment. The whole Go Fatdaddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This the same clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
But it was the approach. It was the dedication I had when I said, okay, Trap Popper.
Yeah.
Let me focus in on this. But what I didn't do was focus in on it on one thing, on one way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I let it be therapy on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the way I treat people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From going from a tent to a food truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I know. You know what I'm saying? That I gotta stay on this path. And that's what you gotta do. And them days when it's raining, when it's down, you gotta put 15 minutes towards it then.
Yeah.
But put something towards it.
Something.
That day.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna, every day you stop believing, that's a year that nobody's gonna pay attention to your shit. You know
and that's facts. That's real facts.
I had a lot of shit going on, of course. Still had, the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I had to just tell myself, like, shit. Even with these women, when I was laying up with these women, letting them know, look, I gotta go do this.
Yeah.
And they weren't believing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like, well, shit.
You don't want to be with me.
Yeah. It's like, no, I got shit going on. I got shit I'm doing, that I'm trying to do.
That I actually believe in. That I know is going to, and it's important to have somebody on your side that believe with you.
Yeah.
For real. It hit different too.
Like, way different.
Experiencing that. It hit completely different.
Even friends. People around you. You gotta have good people around you.
Again, family. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's family to me.
Yeah.
Even if they tell you, hey man, what you did the other day, I was there, that joint was kinda off. But let's hit it with this approach. Not try to take over your vision, but help you maneuver around it. You feel me? In your vision. Because you got some of them too that'll try to take over and be like, nah, because that don't even make sense with what I got. Like you said, like, don't nobody see it like you see it. Don't nobody know exactly what you're trying to do and what you're getting towards. You feel me? Like I said, we came from music, went to the merch, went to the brand, learned a lot about that, John. I didn't even know all of that, but learned about the brand, the merch, and then you brought up food truck. Now, before the food truck, like you said, he was in tent, and not even just the tent. It like probably started off with the giveaways, right?
Yeah. The giveaways.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where it started.
Yeah. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. The first year of you doing the giveaways, that was the same year you got in the accident, right?
Nah, the first year was 2011. That was the third year.
The third year when you got in the accident.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the third year when I was in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Still out there.
Yeah.
Our oldest sister, right? Lena. Shout out to Lena.
What up, Lane?
When I say she was mad, she said, I told Fat not to go out there. He in the wheelchair. He supposed to be taking care of something. Woo. And Fat wasn't even around, bro. I'm like, Fat was probably like, I don't care about none of that. I'm going to do this junk. And then, like, either push me there or I will myself. Hey, like, it's one of the two.
It got to be there.
But I'm about to show up for my people, bro. And again, that's literally why. That is a reason why people love and respect you so much. Because it's like, no matter what, bro. For one, you're the same person. Yeah. Now, yes, you have developed, like, you feel me, you have evolved, you feel me, changed in the great ways, but that heart, like the heart that you got, that junk has been the same for as long as I can remember. Back to the food, right? So, like you said, it started with the giveaways. So, did you have the idea then, or was it just, of course I gotta feed the folk? So, like, how did that?
Nah, damn. Rest in peace to Jeremy Hurl. When I came home from prison, shout out to John L. He got me a job at East Coast Wings.
Okay, I remember you was there.
I met Jeremy Harrell. He was in love with my music so much. He wanted to be a part so much. He said, "Fat, you got to do something in your community.
Yeah.
For your community, bro." He like, cause your music is crazy, bro. These people, bro. I'm like, bro, well, I do shit in my community. Like, what are you talking about?
You mean?
He like, nah, you gotta really do it. You know what I'm saying? Do something for your community. And he was like, you gotta feed the homeless. You gotta feed East Winston. You gotta do this shit. White boy. He was a white boy.
That's wrong.
I'm like, well, what the fuck I'm gonna call it? You know what I'm saying? He was like, when I see you in the morning, I'm gonna have a name for your shit. I said, all right, man, all right. I said, motherfucker, he had a name. It was called AIM.
Yeah.
It's called AIM. Ambition is my motivation. You know what I'm saying?
I fool with that.
He like, this you. That's you. Ambition is my motivation. He like, you gotta do this for the community, and we did. From that year on. And he died last year, the night of my fight.
Dang.
Yep.
RIP too. For sure.
But, so many people started coming to fuck with the fish.
Yeah.
At the givebacks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And one year, I think they put it on the news like, it was like, man has fish fry for the homeless people. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
was that the year they gave you an interview? Or they
I think they did, yeah.
My mama told me, he said, I saw Fat on TV. I said, you did. Again, nothing surprises me with it. So I'm like, you did? She said, I think that was him. I don't know. But it looked like Fatdaddy. I'm like, no, that was him. And then I saw you post it up. I was like, that was my boy. They had him on the news. I was proud, but I was rolling.
So yeah, once again, you know, praying, keeping God first, and just like, God, I gotta shift.
Yeah.
I gotta transition. I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And we fed the homeless, and I remember I got home, and I was on the news, and they was like, man, has fish fry. I said, well, this how they gonna fucking know me. I'm about to cook these goddamn fish, dude. I'm gonna sell fish. You feel me?
Gotta do what I gotta do.
And that's where the spin-off came with the tit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna be at the 3 hands on.
Like, don't go no tour with that jump.
And it kept the lights on. It kept me going. You know what I'm saying? It kept me down, wanting to improve.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy, bro. Blessing, man.
Thank you.
That's hilarious. I thought you knew they came. I'm like, how did this nigga get the news people to come to his job?
And it said it was a fish fry. I was like, they was like, man, holds fish fry for like, I think, I don't know, your 9th year or something like that. I was like, man, okay, if this how they want to.
Man, that's where we gonna go.
Then this what I'm going to spin off of. So when people see me, they see me.
Selling fish?
I'm selling fish. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, okay, well, let me get a little menu.
Yeah.
Put my little menu together. Then motherfuckers like, well, where you gonna be at? Well, why you wasn't there? I ain't seen your tent. You know, everybody had to fight. I ain't see that tent. Tent been blew away. Folks don't know how many tents I done ran through. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a truck now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard that. He's in a truck now.
Yeah.
And moving.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
The mayor came Thursday. What's today? Friday. Yesterday.
Friday. Yeah. I said today was Saturday. My mind.
The mayor came and was like, man, nobody noticed you. He like, we gotta let the people know that you.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But
the mayor.
Yeah.
That's big.
Cause everybody knew me from the tent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now they riding past his truck. They like,
and they don't. Okay.
But now people like, yeah, that's your boy
from the tent.
From the tent.
Yeah.
So people been coming from the city hall. Everybody like.
Hey, so for the ones that roll past, not knowing that that's your boy.
Yeah.
That's your boy.
That's your boy.
Stop at the truck. Get the same good food that you've been getting.
Yes.
Same good loving. Same good combo.
Yeah.
That's huge, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a blessing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That same blood I got run through me, you got run through yours.
That's a fact.
That's why I'm like, whatever you doing, I'm gonna support.
That's a fact.
Because it ain't nothing to it but to do it.
That's a fact.
You know?
We can't do nothing but go up.
I ain't waiting on nobody to be, oh yeah, bro, I don't got no fuck with you.
Yeah.
Drop it. No. Fuck it. And then, with the boxing situation, biggest boxing situation on the East Coast.
Man.
They told me that. Got the biggest boxing situation on the East Coast. Man. I'm just you know what I mean? Never boxed before. Never boxed.
Bro, he had our family. He had so many people worried. I wasn't worried about my boy. I said, hey, my big brother in it. I'm in it. I done told my mama, I don't care what Fat do.
Hey.
I'm going. You feel me? I am in there like swimwear. That boy, we had our Grammy's birthday party. And they like, Fat, you really gonna do this, huh? And he like, yeah. What you mean?
Yeah,
do that.
We did that, dog.
Yeah, he did that. And when I say that was a big movement as well. Yeah. Everything you do is a movement. Yeah. You feel me? Everything you do is a movement. That was one of the biggest movements as well, simply because it is hard. I don't know about anybody else's city, but I know in Winston it is hard to get a good 5 folk from each side to be around each other. You might can get 1 or 2, especially certain sides. You feel me? With everything that's going on, but you didn't not only just have 2 sides in there. You had all 4.
Yeah. Everybody was in there
on a certain side.
Yeah.
And some of them did not fool with that side that was in there. Yeah. But you would have never known simply because everybody here to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And even that was a great, and like when I say great movement, it was a great message behind it simply because it was put the gun down, right?
Mm-hmm. Hands up, guns
Hands
down.
up, guns down. Mm-hmm. Because again, we got a lot going on in the city right now. Mm-hmm. To where a lot of people putting guns up. But it was like, all right, you got beef? Step in the ring. And they was all real beef.
And I appreciate you down helping me out that night.
And you already know it. Yeah. You already know it, especially my brother fighting. Yeah. We out here. I'm definitely about to see that. And
I mean, I'm glad you was able to see that because, I set the whole thing up, from the layout to the way we was coming out to the music, the DJs, mom at the door, you right there with the shirts.
Yeah.
This shit was months already planned out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just stuck to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You showed up. Boom, sis, this is where I need you at. Right here. You know what I'm saying?
I was there. Somebody tried to walk out too with a shirt. Didn't think I saw you. Excuse me. Yeah. Yo, get hurt. Thank you. Yeah.
But you know how it go.
Yeah.
But to do that, when I came in that night, when I made it home, I dropped down on my knees. I cried.
Yeah.
I had to thank God.
Yeah.
Because it was like being in a lion's den.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, nigga, you can do that, nigga.
You can.
God can save you and your family.
Yeah.
In a situation like that. And your brand all over this shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know what this means, but for the folks that do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, and it went how I planned it on it to go. You know what I'm saying? We brought a lot of people out, and to this day, when I see Rico, it's like, it's love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's my brother. Like And that was damn 12 years worth of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Problems.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was having problems, neighborhoods, sides of town, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's different. Because it's a respect.
It's a respect.
You know what I'm saying? Just for niggas that was in the crowd, that was there, that had issues with other niggas, it was a respect thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, and there was no ropes.
Yeah.
There was no, y'all staying here, this for this side, this for that side. Everybody was in the middle, you feel me? Like, everybody, I was seeing people that I grew up with or that I knew from a younger age that I knew wasn't from the north side. Yeah. But we on the north side. Yeah. And then I'm seeing folks that I know that's from the north side because I went to school with them. Mm-hmm. But they might not fool with that dude that they, you feel me, not that many steps away from. Mm-hmm. So if they really wanted to steal off, they could, but they didn't. Simply, like you said, it was a respect. It was a common respect. And that's why that thing was like so huge. And I was, again, I'm proud of everything you do. Mm-hmm. But I was it was everything. Every time you pop up with something, it's another level of proudness that I have, because it'd be like, do y'all even get what happened? You feel me? Do you even understand the amount of genuineness and like confidence that took? And like you said, your hand was in every step of the way.
Yeah, because and it's important that you know that, because you gotta understand the mind state that I was in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was on a different level that night.
Yeah. I had to be. Yeah. But this was weeks and weeks of preparation. Yeah. To be able to do that shit. Yeah. You just can't wake up and be like, I'm
gonna do this.
You feel me? Yeah. This was weeks and weeks of practice and practice and practice to, okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta set this shit up. Then I gotta make sure everybody in place. Then I gotta snap out of that shit, be a fighter. Yeah. But also snap out of that shit and control this crowd too.
And make sure they all.
And make sure everybody go home tonight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of that played with not showing my face. Right. That's why I told you I gotta be, when I come from out of here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm on go when I come from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when you preparing for things, it's a way you gotta really focus in on, And when I met Ralph, shout out to my boy Ralph. That's the one who started the Hands Up, Guns Down. Okay. When I met Ralph, I needed an outlet. So I pulled up, I was late. They like, damn, bro, you late. I like, well, shit, fuck it. I'm going to put me in this shit in the next one. We finna turn it up. We finna pack the parking lot. We finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna fight whoever, nigga. Let's go. Yeah. And you know how I am, once I'm in it, I ain't turning back.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? And they like, shit, Fetch, you gonna fight for real? I say, yeah, I'm gonna fight for real. I say, we're gonna turn it all the way up. But they didn't know that I needed that shit. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to be on time for the fight. We had came back from Tennessee. We rushing down the highway. I'm trying to get there because one of my partners, Idris from the hood, he fighting. We trying to get back to the fight. Shit. We get there, it's late, but I ain't leaving the parking lot. He done fought already. I'm like, fuck it, I'm in the parking lot with my boy. Yeah. Just let him know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But Ralph ended up coming out. That's how I met Ralph. Okay. So I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm fighting the next one. He got them called me the next day like, nigga, it's time to work out. I'm like, work out? He like, yeah, you said you was gonna. I'm like, man, fuck it. Man, I ended up getting so locked in. I came to Ralph, I said, bro, this shit finna be big, bro.
Shout out to Ralph for even having the idea, having the vision,
man. Feel me?
That's big. That's big.
That's my partner.
Yeah. Y'all did that, man.
That's my partner. And he trained me. Yeah. The whole time. So while he training me, I'm training him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mindset, yeah. I'm showing him the same way he's showing me how to throw that jab. Yeah. I'm showing him how to write these contracts. Like, look, my nigga, everybody. And he like.
It's a lot.
But I had it all, you know what I'm saying? By the time I showed him the itinerary of the fight, he like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, this how we doing this shit. Yeah. And we ran it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he respect me for that. He let me get that space. Yeah. You know, it wasn't like he felt no kind of way about me. You know what I'm saying? Just like I can't feel no kind of way about him.
Yeah.
Cause he started that shit.
Right.
He let me come in and goddamn bring 1,000 people into that shit.
Yeah.
He already had thousands of people tuning in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put it on a stage, on a different platform, brought in artists, vendors, employed people.
Made it a show.
And made sure everybody ate.
Yeah.
And that's what it was about. Everybody eating. Just like everything I do.
Another thing be, some people, they be worried about being quote unquote perfect or quote unquote what you supposed to be. But it's like, what you supposed to be is loving. What you supposed to be is giving. What you supposed to be is a leader for real. When you're a leader, you're a leader.
And I feel like with leadership, that's what I had to understand. Like, I'm a leader, but I might not be the same type of leader you are.
Right.
As a servant, I'm a leader.
Yeah.
Because I know how to serve my people.
Yeah.
I might be the best leader servant that you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's some leaders that may lead the world.
Yeah.
That may be the best leader of the world.
Right.
But everybody's not gonna lead the world. Rule the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Respect who you are.
Yeah.
The place you've been put in to do what you do. And love that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's okay. It's okay.
And shout out to our dad too, bro. Yeah. Because we, in a way, we really get it from him. But it's like we up it a bit. Because it be the same way. You feel me? Like back to Grammy's party. Where, like I said, they was already, Fat, you really gonna do this? He ain't gonna do this for real. Like, Fat, you better not get knocked out. You like, bro, I'm not worried about none of that. I'm gonna do this jump, bro. But even down to when Dad pulled out the guitar.
Hey, yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Hey, if I could drop that video, I'm gonna drop it. My man pulled out the guitar. We're very musically inclined. You feel me? Yeah. And my man, first of all, he brought the guitar in the car. Soon as I saw it in the car, because that was around the time I got into my wreck, so I wasn't even driving my car at the time. So I'm riding with him from my nephew's birthday party, and we come over here, and he got the guitar in the back. I'm like, I ignore it, and we having a good time in the car. He's singing and all of that. Okay, cool. We get in a Fat car, and he brought the guitar with him. I'm like, all right. I don't know how this is about to go, but it's about to go somewhere. If you know him, you know him. Like, that jump about to go one. It's about to go one way or the other. So we get in the restaurant. He ain't bring the guitar in the restaurant yet. We in the restaurant. We having a good time. We eating. Blah blah blah. I don't know how the conversation got brought up, but my man said he want to bring the guitar in. Fat like, all right, go ahead. I said, Fat, we trying to like keep a scene away from us. Why would you let this man go get a guitar? He like, bro, he ain't gonna find the car. This man found the car. He come in. Everybody doubting him though. Why you ain't gonna play? You don't know how to play no guitar. My boy plays some strings.
He struck that bitch. I was like, holy shit. Somebody was so
But my man actually sounded good. Yeah. String low, Dad. String low. Yeah, Pop.
Oh, they didn't think I could do it.
Everybody. And we was wrong with him regardless of how he was gonna sound. I didn't care what was gonna do about that guitar. That's my daddy. He gonna do his thing. But that joint actually sounded good. The same night, both of them getting challenged. You feel me? Because I remember hearing that in my head. I'm like, bro, y'all must not see my brother like I see my brother like that. Oh, bro, we don't know what's gonna happen, but I know something big about to happen, and it did, bro. That whole event was huge. All the movements that we done talked about today, like all of them, huge. And I know you continue to do huge things. You feel me? Yeah. So shout out to you. You feel me? You definitely got to get those flowers. I want to say shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for even coming here. Like, we done talked about everything, to be honest. But I really do hope and pray that y'all got something out of this conversation today. Because I know I did. I know I learned a lot. Like I said, this podcast is literally built on what we need, not just what you need or what I need. It's what we need. Yeah. We might, and like he already said, like he said with the leaders, like it's not going to be the same. You might have heard something earlier in the podcast where you like, oh, that I needed that.
Need that.
Or you heard something later in the podcast where you was like, I needed that.
I need that.
But the point of this podcast is to get you something that you need. Get you some type of encouragement that you need. Get you some type of uplifting, like, you know what, I feel like I've been sitting on this idea, I'm gonna do that. Again, we ain't trying to preach to you. We're not trying to tell you what to do. But all we trying to do is help. Give you a little hand, like, listen, I learned this way. And I learned that wasn't the best way to do that. I do it this way, and it be working for me. So try that. You feel me? And come back. Because there's more episodes coming.
And shout out to Sis, man. She rolling.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there for the 100th episode.
Also.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need that.
Go on the lay that out. What you everything.
So you can find me right now. Like, as soon as you get off this shit, you can find me right now, Instagram, at I'm off to see the wizard. _ I'm off to see the wizard. And if you want something to eat right now, you can find me at The Proper Grill. That's at The Proper Grill. And if you need your grass cut when you get off, right now, you can find me at The Real Fat Creed.
Go on and hit them sites up.
But hit the sites up. Make sure you hit the YouTube, Fatdaddy HBE. We got the new project on the way. The anticipation of manipulation. So it's coming. It's coming.
I like that.
The anticipation of manipulation.
I like that.
Yeah. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Go on to do
it's
that.
On the way.
Go on to do that.
It's on the way. Like,
subscribe, comment, come back. Meet us anywhere. Meet us on the socials. Meet us here. You can meet us in.
Oh, my OnlyFans is out. No, I'm bullshit.
Hey,
you got the OnlyFans. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, man. We love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever time you watch this. Love you. Peace. All of that.
Independent. What made you want to be independent?
I had to be independent. I didn't want to follow nobody. I had to do this shit myself. I found my way. I found my way. I found my way. I found my way. I found my way.